Good morning, St. John's. This is Ben Cowgill, Deacon and Curate, and I'm going to record a brief video showing you how to find our podcast. So give me one moment here and I will share my screen. All right. So I'm now sharing my web browser. So the first thing to do to find our podcast is to go to our website, stjohnslynchburg.org, right there at the top. That's the easiest way. Go to programs and click podcast, right? So that'll take you to this page where you see the nice logo of our podcast. Right below here, once I record this video, you'll see a video explaining how to access the podcast. And then you can click on any of these links. When we publish a podcast on Facebook or put a link in the newsletter, it's going to take you to this page called Anchor. Anchor is the page where we create the podcast and set it up. So it'll always be on Anchor. That's the most reliable place to get it. Right here, you see the most recent episode from yesterday about Lectio Divina, and you can just hit play and you're listening. It's that easy. Now, if you already listen to podcasts and you want to find the podcast some other way, there are a lot of links, a lot of options. So you can go find it on Google. You can find it on Spotify. I know those are the two big ones. There are these other services as well. And if we go back to the St. John's website, Google Podcasts and Spotify are also an option. So you can click on one of those. So we'll do Spotify, and that'll take you to our page on Spotify. Now, the great thing, if you already listen to podcasts, is you can go ahead and click this follow button, and then your podcast service will tell you when a new episode comes up. So you won't have to look for an email or for our Facebook updates. Now, going back to Anchor, if you want to listen to an old episode, you just scroll down and keep looking through, and you'll find all the different episodes we've done. So you can listen to any episode we've done from this page. We're also putting them on the website, a couple of them. We're not going to have them all here always, so you'll have to click to one of these 3 links to find all of them, but the most recent ones, we'll try and keep this up to date and add them here. And it's the same thing. You just hit the play button and it'll do it. Now, if you want to subscribe, I think I already talked about that. Click Spotify, Google Podcasts. And for those of you who are Apple users or iPhone users, we're waiting. Apple Podcasts takes a while longer to post a new podcast. We have to get it approved by Apple. So we're waiting on that, but that link will appear on this website as well. And you can follow it via Apple Podcasts as well. We're publishing every Tuesday for the next few weeks. We'll do a season at a time, somewhere between 5, 10, 15 episodes, and then we'll take a break probably around Christmas time, and we'll do another season in the spring. So while it's not every week forever, we are every week right now as of October 6th. This is Wednesday, October 6th. So hope this was helpful. I hope it helps you find the podcast. One last thing, when you get to the podcast and you click on the episode like that, it takes you to this episode page. Ooh, didn't take you anywhere. So you click on the podcast and go to the page, and you click on those 3 dots. I don't know if y'all saw me do that right here at the end. There's a lot of notes that we've put here with links to different things we talked about. So if you want to read something along with the podcast, if that's helpful to you, you can click through here to read this, and that will hopefully be a helpful resource to those who are more visual learners than just listening learners. So go ahead and look at those show notes too if you have any questions, or if we say we'll put that in the notes. That's what we're talking about. It's right here in those show notes. All right, so that's a podcast. Thank you so much for watching my video tutorial. I hope that was helpful. God bless and take care. We'll see you soon at St. John's.